We are at Mitsumine Shrine in the Chichibu area of Japan, which is about 3 hours outside of Tokyo. Mitsu means three, and Mine means peak. So you can guess there are three shrines on three different peaks and mountains here. So we're about to walk through this Torii Gate. Torii Gates are, they signify the entrance to a shrine. But this shrine in particular is quite special because you notice here, it's not orange where a lot of shrines really are. And if you look a little bit closer here, it actually looks like there's three different Torii Gates. And there's something else as well. At the entrance to these shrines, which are places of worship in Japan for the Shinto belief system, you see here that we don't have what normally would be a komainu. This is an inari shrine, which are guarded by wolves. Wolves in Japanese are called ookami. And the gods that are enshrined here are actually wolves. And we're going to tell you a little bit more about why they have shrines dedicated to wolves here. And it's very closely linked to Tokyo, which used to be a city called Edo. And at one point in time, now we're going to actually take a quick little bow here, because you're supposed to do that as you walk into a shrine before passing through the gates. Very closely tied to Tokyo, which was a city called Edo. And around the 16 to 1700s, it eventually became one of the biggest cities on the planet with, over 1 million people. In fact, at one point, it was the largest city on the planet. Now, this area, Chichibu, was actually known for logging, and there are a number of rivers, so they would cut the logs, throw them down the river. Eventually, they'd make their way to Edo, and then they'd build the buildings out of wood. Now, here's the thing. As we all know, you've heard of probably the Great Fire of London and that kind of thing. Well, that was common around the world, where we had buildings made of wood. And Edo, which is present-day Tokyo, was no exception. And so what happened was people came here to actually pray for good fortune, and they really believed that what happened was wolves were they were actually good luck. They protected people from fire. They protected people from thievery, because when a fire would burn in the city of anywhere really, but it was particularly a problem in Tokyo, Edo at the time, somebody's home would be on fire, and then thieves would go in and steal their stuff while their house is burning. So when people would make a pilgrimage to the shrine we're going to look at, they would actually pray to these, wolf gods, and hope that their homes wouldn't burn down, and if they did, there wouldn't be thieves going in, and things like that. So you can see these dedications here as we walk past. We're not going to look at all of them. We're going to go into part 2 of this video when we get closer to the gate to the shrine. It takes about 10 minutes to walk up, so we're going to cut this off for now. Now as we approach a shrine, which is about 200 meters away, as we pass beyond this gate here, this gate built in 1691 called Zuishinmon. And what makes it special is these intricate little wood carvings that we're going to try to get a quick little view of as we pass through. And you notice the Toro lanterns on either side, and walk a little bit closer, get a closer look at these. And as we get up, again, we don't have the komainu, or the lion dogs that are protecting the shrine, but instead we've got wolves called ookami. So I get a little closer look here at the wolves, and of course dressed up. And as you can look up a little bit, hopefully zoom in maybe, and you can see some of the, the vibrant colors and the very intricate carvings that you can see. Now, as we get to the shrine, there's going to be even more of these wood carvings, and we're going to tell you more about the shrine and who created it as we get to it. But for now, we're going to take a little bit of a walk through the woods, and for the sake of saving time on my camera, we're going to cut this off right now. We're gonna have a look at these 800-year-old cedar trees. They believe that there's spiritual energy in these trees. So what people do is come up, and you can see where this 800-year-old tree at the base has been worn down because people put their palms on their forehead. You can almost see the indentation where people would put their palms, and then where their forehead would go in the middle. And they believe that that spiritual energy recharges your batteries, so to speak, and it makes you feel re-energized.